Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So we're back to working on the winter pages for my altered book. So this was the previous page. We had this little flip out envelope. So this is the page we're working on today. I've gone ahead and I've done all the inking, and I've got this triangle pocket. So really part of the book page is just folded over and glued there. And then I've just put this piece of paper in there because I kind of want to bring in some of the lighter colours for the snow and frost starting to appear. But I still want, you know, the browns, because I don't want to go from lots of green and brown to just suddenly like white. So I'm sort of morphing them in. That's sort of what I'm trying to do. Anyway, hopefully it's working. So my thoughts were, there are lots of ways that you could do triangle pockets. This was my first attempt for the autumn pages, and whilst I love how that looks, it was quite tricky to get the paper to be sort of this shape, I guess. I did have some useful comments left to me when I did the previous triangle page, which I will try another day. But for today, I want to keep things nice and easy, whilst adding extra journal space. And I wondered whether we could have some kind of flip up writing space. So this is just scrapbooking paper, but it's good quality paper, but just paper, that's all it is. It's not cardstock. So colours wise, I like that it's got the light brown whilst bringing in some of the cream and grey kind of colours. And then I thought you could lift that up, and then because it's single-sided, there's all this journal space, which as you can see I have stenciled in. So that's what I'm gonna do with this page, and then this one it will be something else. So let's just see how we get on, shall we? So I think first thing is I can go ahead and glue my pocket closed. So just like before, I'm going to put a bit of glue down the spine, not heaps, but just enough. And then we can come along here with my gloopy glue and here. And you'll notice this paper doesn't go the whole way down to the bottom. I did that to save bulk, you know, with all the pockets and things. So in case you were wondering. So I'm just lifting that up so that I can smooth this out nice. Good job with the Fabri-Tac is it does give you that wiggle room whilst being strong. So if you do need to change how you've done things, then it gives you that space to do it. Okay, I think we're good. A little bit misaligned, but I think just with a bit of inking, I don't think anyone would notice that. Okay, so we've got our pocket here. Obviously, we are going to eat into the pocket a little bit with this journal spot. Because I want the whole thing to be stuck down. So if I do that, that's my only worry, is having it, because I was going to have it this size, but actually it makes this pocket a lot smaller and maybe puts a little bit too much strain on it perhaps. So I'm actually thinking I might be best to bring it down. I just want to sort of feel what that would be like. Or I just, yeah, don't glue this section of it. We'll just give it a go, shall we? Let's just give it a go. All right, so I'm going to do this, and so I want to glue. I'm not having this be a pocket or anything. It could be a pocket, but I'm not going to have it like that. So I want to not glue this corner. So I want to glue everything else but that. And we'll just see how it goes. I can always add more glue. I just can't take glue away. So that's how I tend to do things. Okay. And you'll see I haven't gone right up into my spine either. I've tried to, you know, not put too much pressure on the spine bit. Like that. Just make sure that's, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I think that would be okay. And then we've still got the great big pocket underneath. So we just basically haven't glued that triangle. So we've still got a nice big journal spot, which takes up, you know, the full page. But that pocket is still, you know, plenty roomy. Okay, that worked out. Like I say, not tutorials. This is very much this is my first altered book, first of all. And it's very much just me experimenting with things that I just want to try. Okay, so I don't want to cover up that little bit of book page because it would be a bit frustrating to do, and it's only the tiny little bit. So I'm thinking just to do a little bit of collage there. I was kind of looking at this little bird. So this comes from the Winter Wonderland kit from Victoria Designs. And I really liked how the bird is like, he's perching on his branch, but then it also looks like he's sitting on top of my journal spot. And I don't want anything too bulky because obviously you're going to be writing there. So I think something like that would be cute. And I'm checking the book page. There isn't any bad words on this particular book page. This book that I am using is a bit controversial, shall we say. So if you do see anything, I'm very sorry. But on that particular bit, wherever I'm leaving book page like as is, I am checking to make sure that if there is anything that needs covering up, then I'm doing it. Just in case you're wondering. I mean, I would have liked to have had more book page showing throughout the book, but I'm just leaving hints here and there. Because as I say, I didn't trust I didn't trust leaving more text. Okay, just put a bit of glue on this. This is just a sticker. I thought with the grey tones it kind of went nicely. That's it. And I think this is is it called a tufted titmouse? Is that what they're called? I don't think we get them here in the UK. I think they're actually an American bird. Or at least I've never seen one here in the UK. I'm sure we probably do get them. If any of you have seen one, I'd love to know. Okay, just move him down a bit. That's it. That is so cute. That's it. I like that. I don't know whether to put anything on the on here. Part of me just kind of wants to leave it because obviously this is going to be a bit that you write on. You know, it's fat enough without, obviously there's going to be things in the pockets which you might have to take out and stuff, but I don't really want to eat into the writing space. Maybe I could put like a word or something, but I don't know yet. And then for this other side, I wanted to try something else. So I've got these cutouts from the Victoria Designs Winter Wonderland kit. Some of the pages had these fun like layered like postcards and letters and things. So I just went through some of the journal pages cutting bits like this out. And then this is one of the ephemera pieces. And I thought we could do something fun with these. Now this is on card, so I'm thinking I might have this as like a side tuck or something. So here's what I was thinking. So have this as like a side pocket. This, if I back it onto something, could be a little tuck spot as well, maybe. And then I don't know if that would be overkill, but then we've got this little envelope. And then I would, you know, come in with extra fussy cuts and things. So that's as far as my thinking's got. So let me ink this whilst I think what would be the sensible first move. I think I want to try putting some book page down because I was having this here-ish and you can see this part here and it talks about knives and things. Oh, not nice. But I have this really nice French text you know, in like a nice vintage colour as well. So I'm thinking, let's use that. So I don't need all that. So let's go with that. Let's see how we get on. Oh, I kind of like that, how the French text is then showing some of the English text. That's kind of cool. Or we just go all French. Let's ink it and see what we think. Oops, sorry. So this is the fun thing about the altered books, is that you're just working with the space that you've got. And obviously I'm coming on to do a page at a time. So it just gives you a really nice time to think about how you're going to decorate each page. And of course, yes, I am a bit worried about how much bulk I've actually got in here. But, you know, we'll just keep it going as long as we can. Obviously, I want this to be a side pocket. Or it could be a top loading pocket, and then this wouldn't be in the way. There's space there. Let me just check if I had like a little tab. That could be kind of cool. Let's see what we think. Hang on a moment, let me just... Yeah, maybe. I'm just thinking, because otherwise this text might get in the way or get like crumpled or something as you slide things in and out. So let's glue this down first. Probably overkill using the art glitter glue, but hey ho. Okay. So again, just aiming for covering that text. That's it. I just thought French text might be a little bit nicer to see than, well, someone talking about knives. I mean, for all I know, the French text is talking about knives. I don't know, do I? Hopefully not, though. So I'm going to glue this on 3 sides as best I can with a shaky hand. That's it. And then a small card, narrow, but there is space there for something, you know, tallish. That would be fun, wouldn't it? A little tab poking out, there's room for that. Don't know, get a little bit more glue in there. It's just where the curve of the spine just stops you from gluing things quite as easily, where it's not flat. But just hold it down for a moment. That's it. Oh goodness me, that really doesn't want to stick. I'll sort that out later. Okay, right, so we have that. Next is, I'm thinking something to do with this. And I would quite like this to be a little tuck. So in order to do that, I'm going to glue it down onto some sturdier book page. That's what we're going to do. I hope this is interesting to see. I know, you know, well, I think it's interesting. I'm having fun bringing it together, so I hope you're enjoying seeing it. As I say, I am trying to do lots of different techniques for this altered book, just because it's my first one, and I just want to try different things and have it be a really interesting book. you know, to go through and use and all the rest of it, really. But it is a, you know, it's a big learning curve to try all these different things. But I think if you just take it, you know, a bit at a time, all seems to be, you know, working out okay. I don't know if I want to put, I might put a second book page behind it. Sorry about the scratchy noise. If I do that, and then I just need to cut around the whole thing again. So probably just hit pause whilst I do that, because it might take me a couple of moments. Okay, so I've got that and inked around it. So that's, yeah, much sturdier now. So as I say, I want it to be with the idea that, let me just grab something, to be able to pop something here-ish. So maybe if we go something like that. So if I glue down here and there, I think that should be plenty. So then we've got it open. What's that thing again? Okay. Got it open like this. I don't know if I should put some more glue here. I might put some glue there. Just because I don't want to put anything big in it, just something little. Did that even come out? Okay, so I think that's good. So we've got that as a pocket. So we've got obviously 2 pockets already. I was going to have this as a little pocket as well, just for some little tickets. So again, I'm going to do the same thing with the book page, but only one book page this time. Sorry, I should have done that when I had you on pause before, but I'll just quickly do that now and then have that as a pocket as well. Okay, so we're going to have that somewhere here, but I notice I'm going to have a little bit of text there, so I'm going to use the French text again. I probably should have done this before sticking this piece down, but it is what it is. As I say, I just want to cover up what's on that book page, original book page, which is a shame, but it is what it is. At least it's still being used, because this is a Reader's Digest book and I really don't think anyone at all had read it. Like, the spine wasn't cracked or anything. I'm going to struggle to lift this up. I would really like to put this underneath this mousse, but I don't know if I can just really carefully do it. Ooh, just about. So yeah, definitely think about those things before you glue pockets and things, but it's all right. The only trouble with these is there's a lot of gluing involved. I'm not a big fan of gluing, as you might have guessed, because I just get it everywhere, but needs must. So as I say, I really do need to get in with some extra glue here. I'll just have to sort that all out later as best I can. I'll do for now. Right. How's that? Is that a bit better? Yeah, that's a bit nicer, isn't it? And then this bit down here, again, please ignore, you know, anything that's on there. That bit I will cover up with a word, I think, rather than book page, because there's only like a tiny little bit. And then we're going to have this there, maybe. So we said this would be a pocket, so I'm going to glue that on 3 sides. I'll just put a ticket in it or a sticker. It's not going to be for anything big, just a little something. Just thought that would be really cute. Might just move it over type it slightly. There we go. I wanted it to be more like they've just been, you know, thrown down there kind of thing. That's it. I think that's fine. I thought then that I hadn't clicked to film again, but I have. And then maybe this here would be nice. The reason I used a clock is for the through the seasons. It's like a nod to that time and all that, just in case you were wondering. Okay. This is definitely a bulkier page compared to what we have been doing. But I don't think the odd page here and there, which is, you know, a bit bulkier, I think it is okay, hopefully. We'll find out when we're actually done, because I have no idea how bulky this book is going to be by the time I'm finished. So we want a word. So I'm going to hit pause whilst I just get myself cleared up a bit, and I want to just get a little bit of intricate gluing done, and then we'll just finish off with the last bits. Okay, so I think I've chosen Crisp Winter Air. This comes from a freebie that I've got on my Buy Me a Coffee site, which is winter words that you can use if you want to. I will link them down below. They're just words that I typed up onto, you know, a Word doc. That's all they are. If I could do something fancier, trust me, I would. But I don't have the skills that designers do, I'm afraid. Maybe one day. Not yet, that's for sure. So I was thinking, hopefully, this would cover up the words down here. Now I actually wanted it to cover up the page number as well, and it doesn't, so I am going to have to potentially get some more text in there. Thinking let's see. Sorry, just concentrating. I think that should work fine. And then we've got like a triangle of the French text as well, actually. Much more knowledgeable people than me who do collaging properly, they often say about triangles. You know, if your eye can move around like this, then that can sometimes help your collaging as well. So I've heard. So just sneaking that in to cover up my text. Whilst I don't want it to cover up my envelope or anything. And then this can come down there. I think this is going to be a fun little page. Bulky, but fun. How's that? I like that so far. So what I like to do is just take a step back just to see what it might be missing. So for example, I'm thinking I could put a word here, a little word, or like something. That's going to be too big. Thinking, oh, sorry, I just saw this one. So this is smaller text than my words. This comes from a digital that I got on Etsy. I'm just thinking, do we want something there? I think I want it to be shorter still. So let me just have a route around, see if I've got something short. So I had a look. I can't find any winter words that fit in there. I'll just show you what I'm thinking. Is something kind of this sort of size just to sit in there. But I think I do want a word. So what I might try is printing these two to a page so that they're much smaller. And then I'll just sort of see how that goes. But I don't have time for that today. So for now, I'll leave it. So this is what we have come up with today. I don't think I'm going to add anything else at this stage. Obviously, I'll wait until I filled all the pockets. Because if you consider, as an example, like this little pocket is going to have, you know, things like this in, you know, little stickers or something like that. So that's probably going to add quite a lot of difference to the page as well. So for now, I'll leave it. So as a recap, what have we created? So we've got a nice big pocket in here and a flip up writing spot. I did wonder whether I might put a tab on here somehow, somewhere, maybe on this little tab maybe to make that easier. So I might look at that as well. And then let me just grab something. So we've got a big pocket in here, the length of the envelope. We've got this wide sort of space here, which goes all the way down, and we've got this little space. Yeah, I really like that. Obviously, I can't fill them with anything too bulky, but you know, little things from the kit or little like stickers and labels and things, I think would work well. So I'm going to leave it as that for now. I hope you like how that's come together. So here's how we're looking. That's where we're starting. Like this. Hopefully all will lay flat and not have any issues. So the next page is this side pocket, which I think I was going to do something to do with the torn page like we did in the autumn pages. Which one was it? I wanted to do something kind of like this, but with obviously the wintry look. So I'll just mention it. I'll probably use this paper, so that we've still got, again, we've still got the brown, but we're moving more into, we're bringing out some of the grey and the white, because I've only got 1, 2 and 3, so I've got 3 winter pages left, and yeah, I really would want to bring in some snow and frost in there somewhere. So yeah, there we go. That's how we're looking. Obviously, I need to keep the book closed for a bit just to give it time to settle into its new its new position. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed seeing that page come together. I hope you like how it's looking so far. And I'll catch you on the next video. See you soon.